Ladies and gentlemen, here's a wild story. Uncle Lon is dragged to the room center again. Everyone watches as he, as a father, avenges his daughter with resolve. But being in the game for years, he knows this puts him right on the revenge list of the mob boss and Kiki. He knows the retaliation will likely hit him alone, leaving his daughter out of it. After giving Dina a shot, he hurriedly leaves New York for Tulsa to brace for the storm ahead. But this time Uncle Lon got played by Kiki. The guy had the gall to announce to his dad that he would deal with Uncle Lon and his daughter together. When his dad heard that, he flew into a rage. Already in a bad mood, this only fuels his anger further, making him instantly furious, and straight away began to discipline Kiki. Clearly, his son's no match for Uncle Lon. Was he really hoping to brush all this under the rug? The old man had no clue that these words would soon bring him heaps of trouble. The next day, to sort this out, he called Uncle Lon's friendly associates to head to Tulsa and get the scoop. However, little did he know, that very night would kick off a nightmare for clever Kiki. It wasn't until his dad was totally out of breath that Kiki finally loosened his grip, deciding to go head-to-head with Uncle Lon. His first order of business? To send a special greeting to Uncle Lon's daughter, Tina, back in New York. The moment Tina's husband stepped out from the garage, Kiki swooped in like a storm, ready to unleash chaos. No mercy was shown. He pounced on his unsuspecting brother-in-law, dishing out a beatdown and even breaking an arm, kicking him unconscious before leaving. The next day, furious Tina called Uncle Lon in Tulsa. Initially, he thought it was just a standard robbery. But when her husband had lost absolutely nothing, it immediately aroused his suspicion, making him realize that there was some kind of conspiracy going on. At this moment, news of the old man's sudden heart attack rapidly dispersed throughout the gang, prompting all the leaders to gather together to bid their farewells. Kiki, who had been scheming in the shadows, would definitely not miss this golden opportunity to shift all the blame onto Uncle Lon. He hoped the leaders would unite and cleanse the ranks, but his plan was met with skepticism from the elders right away. It got to this point before Kiki grasped his situation, shocked that Uncle Lon was now offering peace talks instead. After hanging up, little Carla clapped for Kiki's performance. Just as Uncle Lon expected, they were plotting to seize territory, when the mob boss was abruptly stopped by the police on a bustling street. The officers were scared to the point of their legs trembling, yet he managed to send them away with nothing more than a couple of words of intimidation. The cops hurried off, after all. Who would risk their lives for a chump's paycheck? Little did they know, once back in the car, Uncle Lon was cracking up. He forgot to bring his gun. He was calm and composed because he had already discerned that these two individuals had actually been secretly bought off by members of the rival gang. Just days prior, both sides had been at a standstill over territory, and the bike gang's boss decided to negotiate with Uncle Lon. But Tulsa's local kingpin, Uncle Lon, had no intention to back down, firmly declaring no one would stand in his way. The night Uncle Lon and Mitch finished drinking, gunshots rang out, but he wasn't backing down. He was prepping to retaliate. By the next day, Watt received a gift from Uncle Lon, his henchman's tattered vest. He was furious, scheming for revenge, yet little did he know, a bigger threat was lurking around. The police had flipped his ammo expert and were preparing to swoop in, while a woman was looking for evidence according to their instructions. Unfortunately, as she was about to check his computer, she bumped into Watt, who noticed her panic. Spotting the open drawer, Watt connected the dots and, unable to contain himself, fended her. However, the sudden disappearance of the informant soon caught Bella's attention, prompting him to raid the bike gang's base. Little did they know, Watt escaped, forgetting the crucial evidence-laden computer in his haste. The police tracked Watt's financial records and found he was raking in cash through illegal means, giving him a hefty penalty. That night, Bella sought Uncle Lon's approval. He claimed the mess was cleaned up, hoping Uncle Lon wouldn't stir up trouble anymore. As long as Uncle Lon kept it cool, they could coexist peacefully. Little did he expect, Uncle Lon was totally tuned out, instead enthusiastically inviting him upstairs for drinks. Why not? Uncle Lon chuckled. Because we're not cut from the same cloth. Did you forget what I just said? I'd rather not, was the reply, as they exchanged playful banter. Suddenly, Watt barged in anxiously, seeing his girlfriend wounded, and his emotions spiraled out of control. Uncle Lon's heart raced. He stopped her bleeding, called an ambulance, and Watt slipped away. Uncle Lon's little brothers heard the gunshots and rushed for backup. A showdown was imminent. To prepare for a showdown with the bike gang, Uncle Lon started training his crew the next day. These guys were total rookies. The pot shop owner, Bodie, bluntly expressed his discomfort with the whole shooting business. It was a real pickle. You know what's even more uncomfortable? Someone wanting to shoot you. I've never actually held a gun before. I merely wanted to save you, thank you. Little Black was being stubborn, boldly claiming that he handed his style to Uncle on pure ridiculousness. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's going on? What's going on? Why do you appear to be acting like a fool? Uncle Long thought these incompetent guys were utterly unreliable, so he decided to enlist some tough characters for help. Coincidentally, Rich had a few reckless cowboy buddies wanting to make some extra cash, and they wasted no time setting up a meeting.